Today we're here with the second episode of our Inside Superchat podcast. And today we're here with
Alex. I'm partner manager here at Superchat and assist each strategic partner to work with us and yes, try to have a closer relations with other companies working alongside us.
Okay, yeah. I asked Alex many times what he's doing here, and I still struggle to understand. So,
So let's start from the beginning.
can you tell us a little bit about the role?
So I think partners are very confused with sales. The main difference with for like partner with sales is that we actually have a longer relationship with partners. We actually try to yes, know them personally, go to events with our partners together, and try to have a revenue generating income via other people and not via quota. For example, salespeople are very reliant on each demo. We basically have like longer terms relationships with our partners and try to really get along and see how yes how we can strategically grow together and assist both parties.
And you also guide them through other company departments, right? Like you guide them through discovering the product and also talking with the right people inside Super Chat and so on and so forth, right?
Correct. So basically, you could say I'm part of everything. I talk to each department, try for a partner, for example. If he needs some help with marketing with you guys, he talks with you guys. If he needs some help with sales, he talks with salespeople. We can do demos together. For example, with CS, customer success, or customer support, or engineering as well. There's partner who assists us now in the engineering department as well, or in the consulting hours. There are some partners who are very specific, for example, in make automation, and they help Selena, for example, in this case, as they already know the product inside out and on the marketing automation inside out. So they help Selena in that case to assist better our clients and to keep them happy.
Okay, really interesting. How did you reach this point of your career? Like, why did you decide to work as partner?
Yeah, I was kind of lucky actually. So I started here as an intern in business development. I started with Maurizio working. So the idea at the beginning was actually to go to different middle to small towns around Germany, present our products, see how we could gather and really know what people actually wanted with Super Chat, how we can increase their revenue using WhatsApp, communication channels, all the stuff actually our company is yes, it's intended to do. And after a while, I started working with Oliver, who started the partnerships department. For me, it was just pull the strings, see where I can fit in the company. And from the position to traveling a lot to different towns, I moved directly to working with strategic partnerships. Yeah, so it developed into a bigger role, bigger department. Now we are 2 people. Beginning next week, we are 3 people, and eventually we hope that it will grow much bigger and I think there's pretty interesting outcome from partnership like the potential is huge. Working Superjet has a huge potential as well in the German and European market, being now the biggest WhatsApp CRM system in the whole of Europe, I would say, with the most amount of numbers, and partners just enable us in that growth.
So you think you find the right place for you, like the right role?
To be totally honest with you, I when I was starting my career, I didn't know what partners is or what I wanted to do with my life. I always wanted to achieve great things, like let's say, and achieve bigger roles and be yes working alongside people. I think I'm pretty, let's say, open and pretty easygoing, and I like to talking to people and engineering wasn't really my type of a cup of tea, I would say. I'm not really a yes, I don't like to work in a computer for like 12 hours and just write code. But not really as a sales manager. I'm not really keen on working or yes, having demos every 5 minutes or calling people, which isn't a bad thing. But I would love to have a yes closer relationship with the partners and see how the future helps us.
What did you study? Like, how did you arrive here?
So
Oh, actually,
yes.
before you start answering to this question, I want you to write in this piece of paper, since we are talking about career path and how did we arrive here, an advice you would give to someone that's starting working today, and then we read it in the end and we comment it together.
I will write it pretty brief. I would only put a number, and we can talk about in the what a number actually.
Close it. I don't want to see it.
It's a secret.
It's a secret. You can put a jingle here till we wait. Done already?
Done.
Okay.
Only
Okay.
a number.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, let's keep it. So, what was your study like? Also, did you study here? You're not from Germany, you
No,
could say. So
I come from Argentina. I studied, the career is called Global Business Management. So, as the name intended, I was very globally strategic in my studies as well. It mainly contained everything how a company actually works, like from legal side to how you can export stuff internationally, how the company is structured, how you become a leader, how you need management, and all this marketing as well. And after my studies, yes, so I did a different internships, always in big companies as an intern, and yeah, having like, I would say like having interesting positions, but not really with the knowledge of what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't really fit in those positions. I didn't feel comfortable, but they were pretty interesting and they helped me a lot in my career expertise, working, for example, in procurement or working in HR, which are like,
you
again,
worked in HR as
yeah,
well.
briefly. Well, like in payroll, which you kind of could say it's like finance in HR or accounting HR,
Okay.
but yes, it technically
It's not recruiting, it's like
it's not
another
recruiting, no.
field of HR. Also, HR is really big.
Yeah,
Actually.
yeah.
Okay.
And then again, there's like these big companies are very interesting. You learn a lot, but I always wanted to work in like startup.
Okay.
My main focus coming here to Berlin was actually working like in small companies, which is not saying that Superchat is small. Like we are pretty big
Yeah,
now, and we
now-
have a lot of potential in that sense. But we are smaller than the companies I worked for in the past, which are like international and huge, like 12,000 employees.
But it was still in Argentina that
Yes,
this
in
worked.
Argentina and here in Germany as well.
Ah, already. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yes.
Okay. And what's like, do you think there's a big difference between there and here? Like also the work environment. Did you think you would stay here long term
No.
to work or go back?
There's definitely a difference with the culture, I would say. Like in
Mm.
Latin America, I don't wanna always use the same word, like we're very warm, we're very welcoming, but it's true that Germans or in general, you feel that you don't have the proximity, let's say, or the easygoing with everybody, right? You first know the person and then eventually you get a closer bond. From my experience now with partners as well, right? It's not that
Takes more time.
it takes more
normally.
time,
Yeah.
which is completely fine, which I totally understand. In maybe it's too fast actually, or from what I learned now here in Germany is that I always approach with "How are you today?" or like filler
Small
words
talk.
or small talks, which people don't really like or are not really keen to actually know that, or they don't want to get to the point. Which is completely fine for me. I mean, it's less time in a call, right, with someone else, and
Okay.
that, I mean, my job is actually to generate revenue and to create like closer relationships with the guy and going to events and stuff. So I don't need the small talk. It's just a nice to have. But it's definitely interesting to know like how the different culture works in different countries, right? Which is as well as I learned that in my studies, but once you apply it like in real life, it's different, right? You could learn like how Arab countries work, or like European Christian countries, or
Yeah, it's always also nice to have different experience in different countries, I would say. And how did you find your first job here?
so before finishing my studies, I started searching beforehand. Always as you do via LinkedIn, see what's open, biggest companies. For bigger company, you can check directly in their website or go directly to recruiter via LinkedIn or talk to them. Yeah, easy. Connect via LinkedIn and then send them a message. Right? That's like the best or easiest way to actually approach a recruiter.
Never did.
Then again, I picked out the biggest 10 companies in Germany or the biggest 10 companies in Berlin, and I wanted to get those. I wanted to get in the biggest company possible and have like the interesting job in that company. So for me, I was always obsessed with cars and automotive stuff or engines.
Okay.
So I always wanted to
So
coming from like an industrial Germany.
Germany is a good place for that, I would say.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
why I picked Germany as well. I always wanted to work like in automotive stuff, and it was pretty interesting. Really. Then I discovered actually to work in automotive, you need to be an engineer, which I'm
Oh
not.
no, I'm not
So
that.
it was a pretty hard hit at the beginning to be like, this was my position, which I expected to actually change after like 6 months. Then again, you can become like a car salesman or become an engineer. Of
Okay,
course,
yeah,
there
that's
are
true.
different variables in different companies.
So yeah, you built, okay, so you connected with someone and then you found.
And then, yeah.
Let's go. Maybe we can also talk about more deeply about your journey here,
Yes.
like also later. But now, so now we are here, like you're working as partner manager. How does your day look like here? Like, what do you do on a daily basis?
It varies a lot. It varies a lot. It depends, for example, if we have events, we prepare everything beforehand. Is it flyers? Is it any material we have roll-ups or anything we need we actually need for that event? And at the event, if we have a stand, we basically, if there's 2 or 3 people, we stay at the stand, and then the other people walks around, see what's actually going on, talk to people. We normally have different calls we prepare beforehand, and we go direct to that calls. And after when we check emails or our daily stuff. But then again, here at the office, normally it starts with a bunch of emails I have to read through, each with a different outcome, different perspective. Yes, support cases or different stuff we're launching in the future. So that normally fills like first like 2 hours, I would say, and then we jump directly into calls. We have monthly calls with different partners. We have bi-weekly calls with other partners, and then again we have to like prepare presentations or have discovery calls with new partners or see where they actually are, if they need any help with a client of theirs, and what's actually in the future. What I do normally with my partners is I send them like a bi-weekly or a monthly email, a checking email I call it, actually to update myself and see where they are. We have a cool pipeline now where we filter like each partner in each segment, where they at, what are they doing, if they need any assistance. We always brainstorm with our team like what's the next step, what's the future, what we could actually do with with that partner or offer our partners in general. So yes.
So basically, you build the relationship and you make the relationship going.
Yes.
Every
yes,
day.
Yes.
Yeah, I always see him at the computer, like always in meetings, like so always so serious.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. I
They
feel
are.
like always bad because like always around like doing videos and stuff, and like he always like in meetings all the time.
Yeah.
But sometimes I disturb him, like for example, like today. And I also wanted to ask you something. Like, do you think your work-life balance is it like good? You like, are you satisfied with like the amount of how you work and like how you can handle your life here in Berlin? It's also, I think for us, for young people, it's also a big topic. We are aware of like you, if you work, you of course give up on something else.
Of
And
course.
like,
It's true that in Berlin there's what I love about the city in general is like the possibility to have different outcomes, right? You can be, I don't know, an artist, you can be in theater, you can do multiple stuff. There's always stuff going on in the city. It's a city that never sleeps, right? Like New York City.
it's New York.
But then in general, I do like to work more, let's say, than other people. I enjoy coming in the morning, having my with silence, doing my daily routine. And then in general, I do enjoy what I do. So I don't think my work-life balance is pretty good. I'm happy where I am. Yes, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I'm not able to complain right now. I wouldn't able to complain about my position and my job. So
So you are more like a 9 to 5 kind of guy.
maybe a little bit more.
A little bit more.
9 to 5, you mean?
9 to 5. Yeah, 9 to 5 is it's classical.
The classical, yeah.
You want to work more.
I
More.
normally do.
But
I normally work a
give me
little
more.
bit more than the
Yeah, no,
hours
9 to
you're
5.
supposed
Yeah,
to.
it's 9 to 6. Something like that.
Yeah,
9 to 6. Okay.
But again, depends on the day, depends on for example, in events, you normally have to stay afterwards for the after party and stuff. So you normally finish a little bit
Yeah,
later
true.
then.
networking is also part of the job.
Correct.
Of
yeah,
course, it's
yeah.
really important. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so like another question was like, what's the difference from sales and partner? But you already mentioned it at the beginning.
Yes, the difference, the main difference I would say with partners and sales, that sales is not mandatory to build a relation with the client, right? So you have to like achieve different quotas, you have to achieve different revenues,
You have
and
different
that's
goals.
your objective, right? In the company, let's say if like if a script, if they give you a script of your role, that will be the script you have to like do. You have to present. And for partners, it's different. It's pretty different, right? So for example, if someone wants to be a partner with us, there's different filters they have to go through. There's different, like, we actually see, like, what's the potential behind this partnership, if it actually makes sense to invest time in this, if it doesn't make sense to invest time in this. Sales is pretty quick, right?
It's faster.
It's faster. If we
Yeah,
don't, if we
probably.
see there's no fit, we basically move on to the next client, right? You can have, like, I don't know, I think 6 demos in a day or something like that.
Yeah.
Which we like, as I told you, I have like bi-weekly calls with the same people, and yeah, it goes on for months and months. So.
Yeah. Okay. There's also, I think I would say there's also more competition among sales.
Definitely, yeah, among
Definitely.
sales.
It's a funny one, I would
Yes.
say, because
Yes.
it's always enjoyable.
Yes.
But like partner is also maybe a bit more chill
Yes, yes,
as a
yes.
vibe.
Yeah.
And do you have friends around, like among your partners, would you say? Do you have your friends?
Interesting question. Yes, no. I mean, there's different relation with different people, right? There's a very like professional relationship with different CEOs from other companies. The problem is now, which is like you can see from both sides, right? Like we're working online, right? With having calls online as well.
Yeah.
So you don't actually know the person personally. You know them like via calls, which is pretty. I think it's very interesting, but like hard to actually have a stronger relationship. That's why we now go to these events and actually like meet people in person, which from our experience helps us a lot to actually engage with our partner. And yeah, I definitely will call some of our partner friends, or I would definitely grab a drink with our partners after work and stuff like that. Yes.
Nice. So you feel like the screen in the end, like the meeting environment, the thing you have to call them, like from COVID, I think
Yes,
that became
it became like a
normal
yeah, right?
thing.
Yes.
But do you feel like it's a bit still, how do you say, like a block?
It's still
bit? A
yes,
little bit?
yes. That's why, which I'm always happy with, like here at Superchat working at the office. I think it actually, so if you work closely to your team, I think you incentivize each other, right? To work harder or to have new ideas, brainstorm and stuff. So the same happens with partners online, right? It's harder, I would say, to actually get the achievement what you want, or to actually sound as serious, or actually to create a cool thing online via, if you were there like personally, actually like, I don't know, go to that event with the partner hand in hand and present stuff, like go on stage and present our product or their product or our partnerships together. The feedback you get from the clients and the possibilities are way bigger. Which I'm now going like into AI stuff and AI in the future. I think the main like human contact will be even more important. Like now with the all the systems we have now with AI and in general yes, be in our daily lives. Like there's no outcome out of it. There's no way out of it, right? Like AI will be everywhere, and I think now like having the possibilities to actually go face to face with someone will be as important, or maybe more than it is now.
Yeah, that's also interesting. I wasn't thinking about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good point of view. So now I would like to try a challenge moment.
Yes.
I prepare like a little game.
Okay.
We'll see. So I'm going to throw some iconic names.
Yes.
It can be fictional, but also real life famous people. And you have to tell me if you would bring them on as a Superchat partner or not.
Okay.
And
cool.
why.
Okay.
If you have a why.
Yes.
Let's see if you know them, because I don't know.
Let's see. I hope they're not Italian famous people.
Let's see. But it's also fictional, so maybe you're not. Are you into movies or stuff?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
That's a good starting point. Okay, so first one, Tony Stark.
Tony Stark.
You know? Okay. You would.
Cool, of course.
Why?
100%. I mean, you could argue that the business he was into wasn't really the best one.
Yeah. True.
From the other perspective, it's like, what's in it for us, right? Like Tony Stark doesn't work with communication channels or WhatsApp or all the Facebook Messenger, Telegram, all the stuff we have in our software. Dealing with arms is as well, it's illegal for Meta. So it definitely wouldn't work.
So no.
But he's a cool guy. I give him that. I give him
So
that.
no, but then it couldn't be a Superchat. Sadly, he was a cool guy. He was good in the end. So, but no, okay.
But
so,
it's not allowed.
No.
It's not allowed.
Michael Scott from The Office.
Michael Scott from The Office. I never saw The Office.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. Definitely a cool guy. Very chill guy. The chillest guy of all.
It's a green flag.
It's a
living green flag.
Yes. Then again, I mean, yes and no, right? Like, he's into motorcycle now, I think. He's an actor.
Yeah.
All props to him.
He could do like a good publicity, you know?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Visibility.
Which isn't like, well, my role as well includes talking to people and then sending them or redirect them to the right department. If I talk to Keanu Reeves, first I will ask for an autograph, and then I will send them to marketing and you guys and do an app together, and or maybe, I don't know, an interview with him, or like here, like a quick podcast would be awesome.
Okay, so we can say yes.
We can say yes.
We can say yes. We can say yes for Keanu Reeves. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Jesus, what a guy. That would be awesome.
Oh my God.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah. No, I don't like him.
But you don't like him?
No.
I mean, do you know what he
actually does? Impossible, he does possible missions.
Impossible stunts.
It would be a great partner for you.
It would be a great partner.
You can send him with a plane somewhere, like do some stunts and like sponsor Superchat.
We can say yes, just because he's cool.
It's your partner, not mine, so it's fine.
I will definitely get a drink with Tom Cruise.
Okay, and last one, The Rock.
The Rock, yes, awesome guy. I think he's very good at like Instagram, and he's like awesome in marketing and selling himself. Definitely a partner. Definitely a partner. If we can get him to actually sell Superchat and work with us together, definitely a partner.
Definitely a partner. Oh. I was curious about that. I wouldn't know that. Yeah. Nice. Okay, so that's it. I still have a few questions for you. Before we can check the advice you wrote. So you're here in Superchat since like 1.5 years, you said, more or less. Almost 2 years.
1 year.
1 year, okay. Yeah. Do you have a funny moment or a good memory to share?
Let me think. Well, there are a lot of funny moments.
Except from parties, because parties are always cool.
Yes. A funny moment when Federico smashed his head into the gong. Smashed his head into the gong.
Right, I remember it.
That was pretty funny. For a video. That was pretty funny. We cooked pancakes as well here in the office. That was awesome as well.
Was it for Christmas?
No, it was after Christmas. I don't remember exactly when it was. Yes. Well, pizzas every Friday is awesome. Getting to know, Jesus. Getting closer with colleagues you don't actually work on a daily basis. And yes, I think more. There isn't any more coming to my head right now, but definitely a lot more that we had in the last year.
What do you wish for yourself in the next year?
In the next year?
Like a goal you have for yourself?
I definitely wish that partners, it gets bigger, it gets more, I don't know, like feedback and achieve more with the company. I think Superchat has a very, very, very high possibility now in the market. People are now noticing us, and I would definitely want to go to a point where we are like indispensable, or if you're thinking like WhatsApp, it should be Superchat in the same sentence, right? And I think for us it will be awesome, or I think it will be easier if we have like different integrations with different clients, with different like bigger companies, and being the leader or being the go-to company. I think we can achieve that in the next year and a half. That'll be awesome.
Okay, let's open this. Yes. Let's see. What's your advice for like person who starts to work today?
So I wrote 100%.
100%.
But let me explain what I mean.
Yeah, you have to explain it.
So I think the mistake people do when starting a new position is they want to do everything and know everything from the get-go, right? Which is really hard to do. You have to do a lot of research beforehand, and yes, then again, it's pretty hard to like achieve in that in let's say in a period of a month. So what I would suggest if I would start again in the position, is each task you actually get, do it 100%. Like for example, if you have to do a video for marketing, do multiple. Have like different possibilities, right? Like destroy your task, I would say, right? Don't like overachieve it. Don't, I don't know, jump from a building for a video. Like don't go over the top, but definitely try to do it as perfect as possible.
Okay, so because I read
Does
it
it
in
make sense?
yeah, no, it makes sense. I read it in another way, but so you're basically okay. So in your advice is to like focus entirely on one thing before going to another.
Yes,
Basic.
yes.
And like
Or doing the stuff you actually get from your leaders or from your boss the best way possible, and not scrambling and I don't know, trying to overdo it, you know. Do that thing what you're asked for, but do it perfect. I normally did when I started in a new position, I always wanted to like overachieve it, right? To actually like to yes, to show to my boss how capable I am.
so you were more focused on the outcome.
Yes, more
We can
focus on
say,
that.
and not the process.
Yes, it is. So
Okay.
I wanted to be the best what I actually did, but my boss only asked that stuff, you know. But at the end, I did so much that actually the task I was intended to do, I actually didn't do it perfectly, you know.
Okay.
So only like if I would focus the same time, I would have like on like 30 different stuff, and only focus on that. That would be like awesome or good enough, you know.
Okay. Are you doing it as well
Now I'm
till
focusing,
today?
yes, now I'm focusing more on like the trying to do each task as best as possible, and then the end the outcome of the long term will be better. I think if I would just, for example, for partners, right? If I answer each email, but I don't actually achieve like next steps, it's not good, right? So I take like half an hour of each email, which is like a long time for answering an email, but try to think like what are the possibilities out of this email, right? Like take each task to 100%.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Make
a good way.
sense?
Yeah, yeah. It was weird. Also, I was like curious about it because like when you wrote 100%, I was like, okay, you always have to give your 100%
Oh, no,
because
no.
it's difficult because
It's
sometimes
difficult, of course. We're humans,
maybe
right?
today you have the 80%,
Of
but you
course.
can use that 80% on the right things
Yes.
in a right way.
Yes.
That's also
Yes.
that's also clever.
Yes.
I would say
Yes.
interesting. So okay, that was my last question. We will see each other on another episode with another guest. Thanks, Alex,
Yeah,
for
thank you
being
for
here.
inviting me.
If you have questions, write them in the comments. We can answer. Alex can answer. I can answer. And if you want to like deep dive in a topic, we will do in the comments. So see you next time. Bye.
Awesome. Bye.